The following exhibits have been declassified under the Federal Program Transparency Act. Further warnings are included for archival purposes only.
The following records have been classified Indigo Top Secret. Any personnel not directly authorized to view these records hereby revokes their right to due process and will be indicted as an active enemy of the United States of America. You have 5 seconds to cease viewing these records. On June 22, 1977, the Bureau of Applied Defense Development took steps to assure America's ongoing dominance in the space race by using cutting-edge Apollo technology in tandem with nuclear rocket propulsion in development at Hughes Apex Aerospace to launch Project Icarus, piloted by Captain Wick Pierce, formerly of the United States Air Force, on a manned, one-way, 8-year mission to Saturn's moon of Titan. The following was transmitted on day 1233 of the Icarus mission. At the time of broadcast, Icarus was at the edge of the asteroid belt's orbital band, approximately 1.4 million kilometers from Earth, and moving at a velocity of 45,000 kilometers per hour.
Mission Control, this is Icarus reporting an emergency Echo Victor Alpha at 23 hours, 07 minutes, 40 seconds, 6 November 1980, Uniform Tango Charlie. Flight, you can tell Dr. Richards that all but impossible does not accurately describe our chances of object collision while traversing the asteroid belt. She had one last kiss to give us before we left. At 04 hours, 20 minutes, 04 seconds, 6 November 1980, Uniform Tango Charlie, our communications array collided with a small object and got knocked clean off the armature. I don't know if you boys were around a year or two ago when I made Flight listen to my cockamamie plan of building a safety web out of wiring from our launch circuits so I could climb around Icarus without falling off, but that is what I did. Turns out, our data cables saved the comm array from flying off into space. So, I reinstalled the comm array on what was left of the armature and patched the power back in. Either I will hear from you in another few hours, or I won't, and I'll know if it worked or not. If we scale back on the O2 mix, like I suggested, yesterday's Echo Victor Alpha should put our O2 reserves at dead on for our projected Titan intercept. If you boys know any reason as to why those projections should be revised, now is the time to speak up. At least we're heading out of the shooting gallery. 5 years of clear skies ahead. 5 years to go. Flight, it's time we had a talk about how the mission plan is looking from your end. Because from what I can see, you guys don't know where you're going to be 6 months from now, while I sit up here breathing fumes with my head on fire and my body turning to shit. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to back out on this deal, give it to me now. If you're going to dick around with pay cuts and the price of coffee, then I'm going to make this real easy for you. Now's the time. Say the word. Because I'm going to tell you something else. Every day we travel farther than Chris Columbus traveled in his entire life. We have gone farther and faster than any human being ever has or dreamed that they could. And until you tell me different, we have got a straight shot to Saturn. All you have to do is show up to work. Let me know what you boys decide. Icarus out.